Hi Leo, this is your reading for Soulmate for March 2020. Really hope that you're doing well. I'm hoping this reading really gives you a lot of clarity, information, knowledge, of course, really helps you on your path as well. So we're going to have a look, see what's coming through, what messages I can provide you as well. And if you'd like to win a free reading with me, do check out the description box below since I do a giveaway every single month. If you would like to purchase a private paid reading, information will also be in the description box below, and they are done within 24 to 48 hours. Last thing I want to mention is that my intention bracelets, they are on Etsy, so if you are interested in any of those, link will be in the description box below. If you'd like to check out the reviews and see how other people have seen results with these bracelets, please do also check out my Etsy shop. And this is the love bracelet. These are meditated with, they're saged, they're there to remove obstacles and challenges from different areas of your life. And honestly, it's just amazing to see all of the support, free international shipping, all that good stuff. Yeah, everything is listed in the description box below for your convenience. If ever you wanted to, find out what cards I use on my channel, if you want to write to me or anything like that. So Leo, let's have a look, see what's coming through for your Soulmate reading, March 2020. Things are warming up. We have the Chariot. Okay, let's start with this much for now. I'm just going to put the deck on the side there. We have got oh my gosh, wow. Let me just tell you, from the cards that I can just visually see right now, this is pretty spectacularly great. Don't know how else to describe it except for that. I mean, you've got the King of Pentacles, which is all about stability, security and commitment. I mentioned that things are warming up. I definitely feel that here. We've got the Hierophant. Again, more earth energy, which really does showcase routine and structure. Then you've got here the Ten of Cups. Oh my gosh, underneath the Ten of Cups you had the Knight of Cups. Let's just do this. Yeah, we can see that pretty well. Let's move it a little bit more to the side. We've got the Seven of Cups, Chariot, Page of Cups with the, oh my gosh, Ace of Swords. Ooh, Leo. Hanged Man. Well, let's just say it's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting, right? There's no other way I can really put it except for it's exciting, and it is spectacular and great. I don't know how else to put it. I really don't. This is such a special reading because this is really showcasing that your soulmate is warming up to you, is really understanding the nature of this connection, and I really just feel a very, very strong energy in regards to them spiritually awakening. And I'm not surprised because stereotypically, and I say stereotypical because of course it's not winter to spring everywhere in the world, so we haven't got that transition from winter to spring, in every part of the world. It's in select parts of the world right now, but stereotypically it's known as winter to springtime when we're in March, because we've got the changes of the seasons. And also we've got the start of the zodiacs starting again, because obviously that starts in March, so the zodiac year starts again in March. We've got Mercury retrograde, we've got a full moon, which tends to be very emotional as well in many ways. And I just feel there's so many energies in March which also trigger a lot of awakenings, and it's like the ice is melting from wintertime and we're going into spring where the things are just blooming and growing, birds are chirping, there's a lot happening essentially, right? And that's really what I'm seeing with the Page of Cups, is that there's an opening, there is this warmth, there is this joy, there is a lot of warmth behind the mind, and there's just a lot of spiritual growth in general. And also the Ace of Swords is more communication. For those of you that don't have communication with your soulmate, this is them actually sort of stepping foot into communication and really taking things slow in that sense, but also making it very well known. For those of you that are already in communication with your soulmate, this is about communication getting much, much stronger. And of course, with the help of the Mercury retrograde, it's very, very common that in spiritual connections, that communication can get stronger. Mercury retrograde can go really either side with communication. It can either boost communication with people, or it can actually put a damper on communication. Especially in spiritual connections, it has a habit of making it happen, if that makes sense. There is like a little warning that does come through, and that is about just being diplomatic with this person if you are having communications. You know, especially with the Mercury retrograde, it can turn things into, you know, disagreements and things like that. So it's just saying, you know, it's good to share your voice and your opinion, but try and be a bit more diplomatic through this time, because, you know, unless you want an argument, then that's your choice. You know, that's completely your choice. But yeah, you know, things can quickly turn. But what I'm seeing here is that this is good. You know, this is good. This person is warming up to you, and they are much more understanding of this connection. But for some of you, what I do see, and this is not for all of you, but some of you might feel like saying to them, well, where have you been all this time? You know, why are you coming forward now and not, you know, a week before? Or why are you feeling this now and not, you know, way before? So again, you know, things can things can become a little bit in that direction, but this is only for some of you. They have love towards you, it's growing. Look at that, page to the Knight, that shows growth. 10 of Cups, really warming up to the idea of commitment, stability, security, union, joy, and really sharing that with you. The Chariot here shows a strong emotional bond, which is really progressing for them, and also throughout their entire mind and heart. Their mind and their heart are very much so aligned. So they're really not fighting their heart and their mind. That's what I would say. 7 of Cups, they're dreaming of you a lot. Let's just say that. And that is also really strengthening, again, their feelings towards you. Look at what we've got hanging on the edge of the deck. It's the 4 of Swords. Literally, as I was saying that, look at that. They're dreaming of you a lot. They think about you a lot when they're resting. So night dreaming and also daydreaming. And then you've got, we'll talk about the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles in just a second. I'm just going to shuffle these cards. When I say a second, I mean like maybe 30 seconds, just whilst I shuffle these cards. Ah, card just fell on the floor. 3 of Wands, dun 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 dun. So, of course, March is the 3rd month, and that's what it's showcasing. But also the, just scooting forward on my chair, 6 of Wands as well. Right, so if there's something we need to know here is that some of you have really waited, and March is that opening month that I'm really seeing here. That's the month where, you know, this wait seems to be over and there seems to be much more progression, much more direction. Remember, it's slow and steady that wins the race, and that's really what I'm seeing here in this particular situation. They have really had a lot of time to think about things, I feel, and March has really allowed them to think much more. They're getting a lot of signs and synchronicities from the universe. They're trying to understand this connection to the best of their abilities. The 4 of Swords really shows them, again, thinking in a much more restful way. So they're not thinking when they're chaotic about you in that sense. You know, they're thinking when they are very, very clear in their mind. And then that also helps them to feel much, much better. And so the Hangman really, again, emphasizing that spiritual connection, but also how they think of you and how they dream about you, but in a way that is very balanced, not in a chaotic way. Okay, so that 3 is really pointing towards March, and that's what I'm seeing. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing some more progression, which is obviously really, really lovely to see. It's a pretty wow reading, right? It's a pretty wow reading. So, Leo, this is your reading, and if this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do want to mention I do have a Patreon, so if you would like to see exclusive content which I don't post anywhere else, then do check out my Patreon as well. Thank you to so many of you who have already signed up. We're a little family over there, and it is really, really lovely, so thank you again. And also don't forget to ring the bell next to the subscribe button so that you're notified when I post new videos. So essentially that notification just allows my videos to go into your subscription box on YouTube, which is completely free, and I post every single day. So that is pretty much that, and I hope you have an absolutely lovely day or night wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. Do check out the description box below for all the information that I did mention, and do take care.